My name is Rita, but I like to be called Jasmine's mom. The morning that my daughter passed, I had to go in earlier than normal to work. So I was like, oh, I can't say goodbye to my angel. It's too early to wake her up. She was up so late. And I stood at her door for a moment. And I was like, should I go in and give her a kiss on her cheek or just say good morning? But I said, no, I don't want to disturb her. She needs to get some rest, and she had school later that day. So during that day, my daughter had emailed me saying that she was having difficulty breathing, so she was going to go to the doctors and see if there's anything more they could do. Well, I went home, and I was waiting there for her and her grandma. They walked into the house after having dinner, and she sat on the couch next to me. And I could tell the moment she sat down on the couch that something was wrong. And before I could even ask her, she said, I did go to the doctor's, Mom. But even that, those words were difficult for her to get out. Just as she was reaching for her bag to pull her inhaler out, I didn't have time to even say anything or do anything because my child took a big gasp. And as she collapsed in my arms, she said, help me, Mom. My mom and I got to be with my daughter until the coroner's office arrived. Those moments that we had with her were so special. So the first 2 years were very difficult, very difficult. I must have said every single day, I just want to be with my child. But on her anniversary, April 25th of 2013, I walked over to the kitchen counter and I was thinking, this is odd. There's an envelope here from OneLegacy. So I opened it. I read it. And I dropped to my knees. That letter was from one of Jasmine's recipients, an 18-year-old girl who had torn her ACL running track for her high school. She said she waited to write because she had to have extensive surgery and went through a lot of rehab, and her doctors were not sure that she'd be able to run track again. She said it was time for her to write because not only was she on the varsity track team at her high school and getting ready to graduate, but she was actually going to be able to go to college because she had received a scholarship. She said that Jasmine allowed her to go to college. She said, if it wasn't for your loved one, my mom and dad want you to know that I would not be going to college. They want you to know that we thank you for your gift. That letter saved my life. Once I started talking about my child and talking about organ and tissue donation and realizing that her story will make a difference. I can hear my kid, I can hear my daughter sometimes saying, way to go, Mom. You know, that's my mom. So every time that I'm around OneLegacy, it just shows me how much purpose I do have in life. When I lost my child, I had no purpose. And over these years, I found a sense of purpose again. But to think that your decision and telling your family that you've made that decision is going to provide them with comfort, and simultaneously you may be saving lives. How could there be anything more important than to try to do that? To leave your family with some comfort and to be able to actually save another person's life. I'm Jasmine's mom, and my daughter enhanced the lives of 81 people with her tissue donation.